Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be answering that age-old question, who does Halloween better, Walgreens or CVS? Our first stop here is Walgreens, and as you can see, the first thing we see is a Nightmare Before Christmas display. Now, Walgreens has had a special relationship with Nightmare Before Christmas for years and years, but I'm actually kind of impressed with the range of merchandise that they have this year. And in fact, overall, I think Walgreens has certainly stepped up its game overall, because I went last year and the selection available was just simply dreadful. And I think part of it might be because it depends on which sort of Walgreens you go to. I believe if you go to the 24-hour stores, you get a better selection of the merchandise, whereas if you go to just a regular Walgreens, you might not find anything, which is kind of how I found them last year. And I was very disappointed, but I'm actually kind of impressed with all of this stuff that they have, with not just Nightmare Before Christmas, but everything. And Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, I don't know why more people don't have this merchandise. It's going to bleed over into the Christmas season as well. But I think with that being said, we've seen just about all the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, and we can start moving on to the horror. Look at these little plush dolls. They're absolutely adorable. You got little Freddy Krueger and Beetlejuice peeking out back there. And let's go ahead and take a look at the decor selection. Some strobe lights, and wow, they're kind of pricey for their string lights. I guess I lied. We weren't done with the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. And we probably still aren't. Oh, no, yep, we still aren't. Here we've got, what is it, the Lock, Stock, and Barrel. It's kind of cute, but they only have one of each. So if you're looking for the trio, you're going to need to buy them all at once and right now before someone buys just one. And then what are you going to do? Have to hunt around at the rest of the Walgreens for them all. But there we've got a Hanging Zero as well. And then inflatables. I do like that Walgreens offers inflatables. I'm not sure if CVS does. We'll see in a minute. I don't think I've seen this alien before. That was kind of cute. I'm glad we're seeing a lot more alien props this year. I know Home Depot has quite the selection. And we have some ghosts, and I'm not sure. It's Scarecrow kind of guy. A skeleton and a witch back there. I think these are just hanging. They don't look like they light up at all. But they certainly have some friendly selections, which is nice. Good for the kids, I suppose. Another ghost here. And some more ghosts. Okay. Oh, look at this guy. A window cling. I love that. You stick that on somebody's window and it kind of looks like he's one of those possessed little dolls trying to get in. That's kind of cute. And look, here's Pennywise. Alright, moving on. We've got a nice selection of skeletons, but kind of the usual. Of course, they're putting in some of those unicorns. I like that little hand, though. You could use that to make some other DIY props. Nice selection of Day of the Dead merchandise. Always very festive and colorful. Got little fake succulent planters and snow globe and cups and glasses and figurines. I think the selection, of course, the unicorn. The selection is quite extensive, I think. I like that little candelabra. Then as we move on, get some more gothic decor. I like how this tree has orange and purple. Usually they are just purple. Some more string lights, and oh, look at this candle. It's a shame it doesn't light up, but look at the detail on this. It looks like a woman's hand and a snake wrapped around the arm, holding the candle. Very gothic, very awesome. A lot of bone decor. This is kind of neat. I'm not sure though, I think the eyeball kind of ruins it a little bit. I love the skeleton hands holding the book, but there's just something that looks so cartoonish about the eyeball that kind of ruins it. This little snow globe is neat. I like how they build the fans in and it kind of makes it sparkle like that. And a little light up book. The spider's eyes kind of glow. That's neat. An hourglass. Whoops, I didn't notice that that hourglass is broken. So, be that as it may. I like that little skull. That's actually cheaper than one I bought at the at-home store that looked very similar. Love those candle holders with the snakes on them. And then we've got some witch's sprues. Some more candles. This one's got a nice little flicker effect bulb. I'm not sure I've seen this bonefish before. Let's see what he does. And moving on. Is that, what is that guy wearing on his head? I'm not entirely sure, but you have a king next to him. I like the spider. At $10, that's a good price. We've got some big dogs down here. They don't have them on display. They're too big, I guess. Over here, we've got a nice color effect in this jack-o'-lantern. I love that the jack-o'-lanterns these days have those interesting lighting effects. It's not just a single light inside. Some more candle holders of all sorts. And more succulents. I've noticed a lot of the fake succulent planters this year. I guess that's becoming a thing. And here we have the hourglass that actually works. And I kind of like that. I like that they had the two different colors too. I've always wanted one. I think they make just nice background decor. And then we've got some trick-or-treat supplies because, you know, you need bags and then you need to take your iced latte in your cup there. But make sure that you have your flashlight so you don't get hit by cars. And then a couple of interesting little, I guess those are, I don't know, is that a hanging decor or a doll? Couldn't quite tell. These cups are kind of cute. Look, it looks like they have little brains coming out the top. With a little monster or jack-o'-lantern. Not sure what that guy in the back was, though. Moving on. Non-candy treats. I'm not sure how I would feel about these if I were a trick-or-treater. I do like my candy, but that guy was super cute. If you're going to give this stuff, give candy and a non-candy treat. That's the way to do it. Ew. Look at that. That's disgusting. And then some, I'm not sure what these things are. Some pumpkin carving kits, glow-in-the-darks, etc. And they do have a nice selection of masks here. Could be a clown, or is that a wizard? Some skulls. You can even be Michael Myers, another licensed product. That's kind of neat. That skeleton head there is kind of creepy. These should light up. Let's see if this one in the back does, because the green one doesn't, unfortunately. Ooh, that's got a nice glowing red color. And actually, I don't know if there was an extra light effect in the eyes. I kind of missed that. I should have paid closer attention. But they also have, oh, look at these little pop guys in all sorts of creepy horror characters. Nice selection. And they've got wigs and hats, but not, I mean, nothing really enough to make a full costume. This is kind of the stuff you need if you're just wanting to make the illusion of an attempt at a costume. A couple of makeup effects, though. And fun hats. Hiding up on the top shelf, we have a couple of these fun squishy plushies. The vampire was kind of cute. And moving past the fall stuff here. I do like that little mummy thing. I think that was a candy dish. Another plush. I like this witch cauldron that lights up. Tucked away on the top shelf, no one's ever going to see it unless you're tall like me. But they also have some books way down toward the floor on these little shelves for the little ones to grab. And then, of course, the candy that's everywhere. And that is pretty much what Walgreens has this year. So let's go ahead and check out their competition, which is literally right across the street at CVS. When I made my way in, the first thing I saw was this display of merchandise on an upper shelf, and I almost thought this was it, and I was going to be very disappointed, but I think this might just be the overflow stuff. Let's go ahead and check out. Oh, look at that effect. That's pretty cool. Again, those lighting effects inside the jack-o'-lanterns are pretty nifty. I'm not sure what that little animated guy does. I did not see a box for him anywhere, and he was too tall to really see what he did. That hand looks really creepy and realistic. Absolutely love it, as do I love this candlestick. I like how it's sitting on top of a skull, and it's got the jack-o'-lantern face and the creepy body. I'm sure I must have seen that last year, but it still kind of surprised me. It's definitely a unique prop. Absolutely love it. And here is a smaller witch in case that price tag on that first one was a little too high. You know, even the face on that jack-o'-lantern was really creepy. Not creepy, but just a little more scary than friendly. Over here we have things way up high on the top shelf. It is a good thing that I am 6'4" and can reach up and press this button because I don't think anyone else can. And I guess they just don't want people playing with the toys. That's a shame because they've got some fun ones. An interesting decor that lights up. Let's see if we can find this button. Oh, I like that it changes colors like that. A dapper little skeleton with his hat. And look at the skeleton hands coming across that pumpkin. That's just fun. Got some Snoopy characters. And then what is this thing? Let's press the button. If I can find the button somewhere. Come on, where are you? There we go.
I'm scary and I know it. Hey! I'm scary and I know it. Check me out. Check me out. Yeah.
Okay, it's going on and on. Let's see what this thing does.
You dare come closer?
I love how that bird bobs up and down. This guy is still going. He's doing a full dance routine. Alright, but we must move on. So let's go ahead and check out these doorbells. Oh, I think he stopped finally. Did you see that? That little spider that jumped out of her mouth? I was not expecting that. Honestly, it kind of hurt a little bit. I think that would make kids cry.
Quick! Run away before they open the door!
I mean, it practically stabs your finger. Alright, we have a crystal ball. The eyeball is always so overdone, but let's check this one out.
You have come for my wisdom? I have but one recommendation. so that I may see your future. My advice to you is, if you're too open-minded, your brains may fall out.
I think the lighting effect inside that crystal ball was top-notch. I'm very impressed with that, and I like that it's in that sort of skeleton hand, too. Okay, I think I could do without that prop. It's not that scary. It doesn't play a scary song. There's the candelabra guy, just in case you forgot him from before. It's a beautiful gothic looking piece. I wish the bird's beak had moved a little bit. That would have made that a nice prop, but as it is, it's still pretty cool. Down here we have some candy bowls. Now, honestly, that one got me a little bit because I've forgotten. I think we've seen that one in the past before, but I'd forgot it did the little hand jump. A little bit of a boring pumpkin. I'm glad he's down there on the bottom shelf where no one can see him. Here we have a witch.
Double, toil and trouble.
I do like the lighting effect on that. I think it was kind of fun. And the motion gives that bat some realism. That's pretty good too. Let's check out this guy.
Beware. I know you're there. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Ghouls and goblins, vampires are out to get you.
It's all right, but I'm kind of I lose interest in it because it doesn't really, like, there's no real depth to it. It just looks like a fake skull plopped inside of a frame. But here we've got some fun little decorative figures. I think those were bobbleheads, actually. That's kind of neat. Some more Day of the Dead, little cute things. Which, I mean, these aren't bad prices, so a little cutesy for my taste, but not bad. And if you're a dog fan, look at those cute little dogs. And then we've got some like Christmas tree bulbs there. And then what look like little Christmas trees. You could totally tell they just took the regular stuff for Christmas and painted it Halloween colors. I like this candle with the effect on the inside, but I mean, real candles don't do that. So again, I kind of like the more realistic props, but these are fun. That little witch with her skull was pretty neat too. And then we've got a pillow. That's interesting. And then we're going to get to some, well, I don't know what you call these. Why would you want this little, what does it call it? A mini light spinner? I guess, is that to keep you safe again also? And some jewelry, I guess. And socks, of course, because where else are you going to buy your clothing apparel aside from CVS or Walgreens? I did like their card selection, though, with these sort of 3D cards. I've seen these in other stores. I didn't check in Walgreens. I forgot to look to see about their card selection, but I'm sure they probably have something very similar. But they're very detailed this year and intricate. That kind of brings us back to, well, here we have a similar haunted house like the other store. But again, we have similar stores, lots of different products. Let me know, who do you think did Halloween better? My opinion, I kind of give it to CVS just a little bit because it's spookier, but they're both great. And that'll do it for the Battle of the Convenience Stores. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, stay safe, and happy haunting.